Hello, and welcome back for another episode of the Accessible Technology Podcast with me, Phoebes Lau. This is a podcast all about the most accessible, everyday, modern technologies and what they are if you are a disabled person, as well as covering what technologies are less accessible and which also sometimes gives technology companies advice on how to make their technology even more accessible, if that is something that you're into. This is something I do, however, have a personal interest in because I can only use technology with a chopstick or a stylus in my mouth or with voice control since I am paralyzed from the neck down. And in case you don't know what that means, it basically means that my only bit of movement is my head. But if you or anyone else would like to learn more about how everyday technology can become even more accessible, you can listen to this podcast by searching for it on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, and Spotify. However, if you'd like to support the podcast and the content I produce in other ways, you can also support it by going over to the Phoebes Lau Buy Me a Coffee page, which is where you will be able to give me a one-time donation, find exclusive episodes that aren't part of the podcast, or check out other products that I will be releasing soon. But I'll tell you more about other links you can follow at the end if you want to check any of this out. In today's episode, however, you're going to be hearing all about my thoughts in relation to Apple's Vision Pro headset, which was announced at WWDC back in June. But here's a few additional notes about Apple's Vision Pro headset in case you want a reminder about what exactly it is, or if you haven't heard of it before. So the Apple Vision Pro headset was the last thing to be announced at the end of Apple's WWDC 23 showcase on the 5th of June this year, and it offers both virtual reality and augmented reality features, with your surroundings still being visible as you drop virtual elements into your environment. It's also possible to make elements bigger by just clicking your fingers together and using the normal finger gesture you'd be used to using on your iPhone, your iPad, and your Mac. However, what makes this headset interesting is that all the apps you're used to seeing on your phone, iPad and Mac will appear right in front of your eyes, and you can swipe over by just moving your eyes, and then you can open them by clicking things together or by using your voice. But now that I've told you all about that, let me get into what all my full thoughts are in relation to it. I do think that the headset is overall really accessible, but obviously there are still a couple of problems as well. I understand how for many people not having to wink is a good thing. However, I do think that in the accessibility settings for the headset, whatever those will be, Apple could include options that let you choose whether or not you would like to open everything by just winking. But on another note, however, what is up with the price? So the headset is going to cost $34.99 in America, and anyone can tell in the modern day, that is a lot of money. So if this is, as it's rumored to be, the plan for Apple to move away from the iPhone onto an iPhone-less future, that is a big barrier for the majority of people out there, which will be a problem for a lot of people, unless of course you're a billionaire, which the majority of people aren't. However, on another side, it is good that you will be able to answer video calls and take part in video conferences if you have the headset on, like they are happening right in front of you. But now that I've finished giving you my thoughts, let me ask, what do you think about the Apple Vision Pro? Are you happy with the way it's said to be controlled currently? And therefore, do you disagree with everything that I said about it? Or do you agree with me in some way? And is there anything else that you can think of would make it even more accessible? Well, if you would like to pass any of your thoughts on to me, you can include them in a review wherever you're listening to this on, as well as via the contact pages over on my Phoebes Tech Reviews site, eltechreviews.co.uk, or on my other website, phoebelau.com. If you're interested in watching the other videos that I have uploaded in relation to accessible technology before, you can find them by searching for PL Tech Reviews on YouTube, but there's also a link in the description linking to the video that the main bit of audio for this episode comes from in the description, so please check that out as well. However, if you would also like to see some of my film, TV, theatre reviews and political videos. You can see them as well by searching for Phoebes Lau journalism on YouTube. But if you're interested in all of that, but you would instead prefer a video-free version, you can also follow my other podcast, the Phoebes Lau podcast, by searching for it on all of the same destinations as you can listen to this podcast on. But of course, there is also the Buy Me a Coffee page again, and that's where you'll be able to find some exclusive episodes of this podcast that aren't actually part of it. Plus, you'll have the opportunity to give me a one-time donation. In the next episode, you're going to hear part 2 of my review of the customized DS that I've been trying for. And although I don't exactly know what I'll be covering after that exactly, some things that I would be interested in looking into include bringing back some reviews of tech that I have gotten to try, and other bits of tech that I've been trying out throughout the year. I plan to update this podcast 3 times a week, but that could change at any time because I'm looking into a couple more journalism gigs to pay for stuff, although I'll try to stay as regular as I can. If I do have to change something around, if you would like to support me on my socials, you can do so by searching for @PhoebesLau on Twitter, or as it is, X, or by searching for the real Phoebes Lau on Instagram. However, you can also follow the Phoebes Lau Tech Reviews site as well if you have a WordPress account. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye!